contrary to popular belief, I have not been grinding this game, brother. I woke up like 7 a.m. the day it came out, and I watched a bunch of guides, and then I played for a little bit when it came out, and then the online didn't work, so I went to sleep. I woke up the next day, online still didn't work for a little bit, and I'm like in the lab, and I can't figure out who I want to play. So like I don't even have a character. And then I start messing around with some characters I'm thinking of playing, and I'm looking at the move list, and I'm like, there's a lot of there's a lot of things I got to work on. I start watching videos. Oh, this is a lot of things I got to do and learn. And I get scared, dude. I get scared away, and I go back to Street Fighter. I go straight back to what I know because I got scared of all this stuff I had to learn. And I try to play a few games on here, and I just got like smoked. And I was like, I don't even know where to start. I'm so overwhelmed. I'm just gonna go back to Street Fighter. And I did for like what, the past 2 days. But even Street Fighter, like, I'm barely playing because I just don't, like, I'm just bored of this shit. Yeah, I don't know a better way to put it. I'm just bored of it. Like, I'll get on and it'll be like DJ Ken Luke JP. It's like, holy shit, man, like, can we play something else? So I'm back on this game, and I'm trying to learn it a little bit, you know, a little bit at a time. I'm taking physical notes. Take a look at this. My brain doesn't work right unless I write it down because I've been conditioned by 15 years of school. But you know, today we're going to take a look at the universal mechanics, because I think I can wrap my brain around that for today. And as far as universal mechanics, I mean like the heat stuff, I mean like regenerable health, you know, gray life, how to get into heat, how to use heat. We'll talk a little bit about wake up options. We'll talk about movement. We're not going to get into like Korean backdashing, all that. We'll just talk about movement a little bit. We'll talk about throws, hits, homing moves, power crushes, rage mode. And I'm reading off a piece of paper, right? I don't fully understand this stuff. I only know what my notes tell me, and I think reteaching it to you guys is going to reinforce it in my brain. And you're probably wondering, well, like, why is a beginner teaching a beginner? I figured some of you guys just want somebody to learn with. Like, we're just going to learn together. Most of the guides you're watching are from pro players or like really good players, so it's kind of hard to relate to them because they already know this stuff. Or they like learned the heat stuff in the beta, and then they learned all of this like general Tekken stuff 15 years ago. You know, like it's hard to relate to somebody who's that good. So I don't know. I figured this might be helpful to somebody. That's enough waffling. Let's get started. Let's start with heat engagers. These are moves that leave you in heat after you do them. So on Reina, I think forward 3. Yeah, this one's a heat engager, and then you're in heat. Okay, that's one way to get into it. When you do that, you get the full 15 seconds of heat. If you do the heat burst, I'll show you that real quick. The heat burst is 2 plus 3. If you do this, it's armored activation, so you can like blow through a move, but you only get 10 seconds of heat. So that's like the difference there. You can also use this as a combo extension, which is something that I haven't done yet because I don't know a combo, but that we'll get there. We'll get there. When you're in heat, you do a little bit more chip on block to your opponent, and you recover gray life while attacking a little bit faster. We'll talk about gray life in a little bit. And remember, this is as I understand it, so if I'm missing details, leave it in the comments. It'll help me, and it'll also help people who are watching out. When you're in heat, you can spend it a couple of ways. So I'm in heat, and I can do 2 plus 3 again. Right? Oh, there we go. And then I get my heat smash. That's one way to spend it. Or you can hold forward while you're in heat after a heat engager. So we did forward 4-3 is our heat engager. If I hold forward, see how I do a little dash, I can extend the combo. Or if they block it, you can go into like plus frames, which is all stuff I haven't gotten into yet. I just picked the character I want to play. Okay, so we gotta figure out the universal stuff before I start figuring out what my character does. Especially because when you open the start menu, she's 140 moves, like 7 stances. I'm not doing all that right now. Let's see. I wrote right here, you can't do heat burst into a heat dash. So you can't do the armored move into a dash. That's just a combo limit thing. Okay, let's take a look at chip damage. I don't know how to set up the bot for that, so I'm going to zoom in and post to my face. We're just going to read what I wrote. Chip damage naturally occurs in the game, not just in heat. We talked about when you're in heat, you do a little bit more chip damage, but it naturally occurs in the game. Blocking attacks results in you taking chip, but the lost life is converted into gray life, similar to Street Fighter 5. I know a bunch of you just recoiled in your seat, like, oh, Street Fighter 5 mechanic. I know, it's okay. It's gray life. It's not anything bad. It's not V-trigger. But you get a gray life, and then you get it back by attacking. It's amplified by heat. We talked about that. You get gray life on hit as well. So if you're getting comboed, you'll see like your your health bar will fill up with a bunch of gray life. And they can crush that gray life, or you can crush the opponent's gray life that they build up with a rage art. So if you hit them with a super, it'll completely destroy all that gray health. There are some moves in the move list that have this little icon that it looks like a health bar getting cut in half or something. That means that it breaks the gray health. And when you're in rage, you take like little to no chip. Okay, let me zoom back out and let's take a look at the game now. Throws are 1+3 or 2+4. So 1+3 is like Street Fighter, like that. It's like a Street Fighter throw. 2+4 is just the other two buttons. It's like your two mediums, and you break them with 1 or 2 depending on the arm that comes out. I think to start, I'm just gonna guess 1 or 2. I don't think I can react to it yet. I can't even move my damn character around. I can't react to the throw yet. I'll get there. Or you can do up forward 1, 2. And that has to be broken with 1+2. Also, reina's up forward 1, 2 throw is really cool. The only reason I picked this character, quick little tangent. The only reason I picked this character is because of this move, by the way. I saw this move because I really liked when Heihachi players would do this in 7. I don't even know what you use it for, like a whiff punish or something, I guess. But I think it is the coolest move in the game. I just like it, and I like the impact when it hits and how it just like throws them. It's really cool. So that's the very shallow reason why I picked this character. Let's talk about hits. So you can do highs, you can do mids. Oh, that was a low. I don't know what one of her mids is. This? There we go. Down forward 2, that's a mid. And then you can have lows. And if you have to block the lows crouching, but if they're crouching, then they're susceptible to getting hit by a mid. So that's why everybody in this game is always blocking with back, not down back like Street Fighter. You can also duck highs, but you know, we'll get there. The defense in this game is very deep, and the offense is almost deeper, I guess. The game is so hard to get into as a beginner because there's just so much that I want to learn that I just don't know where to start. So I figured I'd start with what we're doing now, which is just things that you need to know. So we talked about hits. Let's talk about homing moves. So I don't know what a homing move is for her, but let me see if I can find one. It'll have like let me look through the move list. It'll have like this green swirl thing to it where you can tell that it's going to track them. I might cut this out. I might not cut this out. I don't know. I don't even see like, okay, in the comments, if you could let me know, where is the thing that shows you the key to what like the little symbols mean? Like this guy's tumbling through the air. What does that mean? Maybe I should click on it. I don't know. But when you do a homing move, it will do like this like faint little mint colored trail behind your attack, and that means that it's tracking. So it's going to track them if they sidestep left or right. Like it'll just go all the way around. So that's like what a homing move is. If you want to know more about that, you can go to like Infill's fighting game glossary, and I'm sure he'll have a better explanation on there. I'm sorry. I'm trying my best, man. I'm trying my best to reiterate what I learned. Power crushes are attacks that blow through your opponent's attacks, and they lose to lows and throws. These are armored moves. That's how I think about it from Street Fighter. So the activation that I just showed you is a power crush. It's just an armor move that absorbs a hit and then strikes back. Kazuya's, I think, forward 2 is also a power crush. Rage mode, we're all familiar with this because a lot of us have been losing a lot. When you get to low HP, like you look at the top of the health bar, you see that little mark. Once you get there, you go into rage, and then you get access to your super, which is a down forward 1-2 input, universal, like across the board. You also do more damage in rage, I believe, but I could be wrong about that. Let's talk about movement. This is where I mean, so far I have shown a level of ignorance that is comical for somebody making a guide, but this is where my ignorance gets even worse. Let's talk about movement. It's all a work in progress for me, but you can do like forward, which will give you a dash, but if you do forward, you go into a run state, so you can do like while running moves, or you can do like forward 2, but then I think if you do a running move, oh, damn, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, see, it's like different, I think. I'm editing this video. It is not different. I just did the same move twice and then said, yeah, I think it's different. I just realized that. But yeah, there's different moves while you're running and while you're dashing. Korean backdash. We're not gonna talk about that here. Okay, I can do it because I play on a hitbox, so it's like super easy. It's like literally 2 buttons. You start with a backdash, and then you just do like this. It's like comically easy on the hitbox. I still have to smooth it out, but that is, I don't even know a combo, so we gotta wait for that. But if you want to know how to Korean backdash, FDX's guide is really good, and there's just a bunch of very good guides. If you play on a hitbox, there's like, if you look up Korean backdash hitbox, there's a YouTube short from the Hitbox Arcade channel. That is how I learned how to do it, and it's really easy on the hitbox. It's kind of sad. The wave dash. We're not talking about wave dash. I don't even know how to do that. I know I'm gonna have to if I want to play this character, but we'll get there when we get there. Sidestepping, we can talk about that. If you go up, you will go into the background. If you press down, you will go into the foreground. That's about what I know. I know you can do moves while you're sidestepping. Some characters like Nina have sidestep 1, which is like a different move. So that's pretty cool. You have to check what your character's options are, which I know is tough because there's 140 options, but it's okay. You'll figure it out. You can sidestep to create whiffs. They're useful, like if they're doing or like if you're doing a string where you end like -2 or something that's unpunishable, you can do like -2 in the sidestep to get them to whiff, and then you try and whiff punish it. That's it's really similar to in Street Fighter 6 when somebody does -2 into perfect parry. That's kind of how I think about it. It's like, I'm gonna do a -2 string and I know my ass is minus, but I'm gonna sidestep and try and make an opportunity out of it. I think lastly, I have wake up options here. Not qualified to talk about this, brother. I'm so sorry if you clicked on this video to learn about wake up options. The only thing I can tell you is tech rolling, or like the safest way that I understand to wake up is to hold a direction while you're getting comboed and just mash punch or kick. And I think if you mash punch, you'll come into the foreground. If you mash kick, you go into the background. Other than that, it gets very convoluted. It's like if you get knocked down but you're facing them with your face up, then you can do this, that, and the other. If your face is down, ass up, feet away, like shit gets crazy, dude. Like it, but you'll have to figure it out yourself. I'm sorry. That's what most of this guide has been, but this is as I understand it, and I think it gives you like, I hope it gives you like a basic idea of some of the universal stuff. It's just the wake up options are really tough. Things like trying to explain wave dashing when I don't even know how to do it yet is kind of tough. But the basic things like gray health and highs, mids, and power crush and stuff like that, I felt were easy enough for me to explain. So I don't know. I hope this helped. I hope if you're struggling out there, you know that there's somebody else here who's also struggling just as much, if not more. So yeah, I don't know if this game's gonna be like a mainstay on the channel either or not. I'm just kind of having fun with it, messing around, being a scrub and having fun being a noob online mashing buttons. So if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments. I'll make a couple more as I start to learn more stuff, and if you didn't like it, then let me know too, and I'll stop making these videos. Thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you again real soon.